Adam22, if you didn't know, is a podcaster on No Jumper, and he recently got married to his now wife, Lena the Plug, and she is a porn star. They have done porn together in the past, but the rest of her content has been with other women, and now she has recently unveiled her first video with another man than her husband, and Adam22 is coping hard about it. Want to watch the clip?
Yeah, let's watch the clip. Is it the first one? The No Jumper owner Adam22?
Yes.
Okay, here we go, guys.
I feel like Destiny might have a perspective on this, but so I've been with my girl for 7 years. We just got married. We're not in an open relationship, but from a porn perspective, we shoot with other girls, stuff like that, right?
We're not in an open relationship, but she does have sex with other
busting
people.
her coochie and ass out.
Well, you guessed it. Over the weekend,
Something like that happened.
she filmed her first ever scene with another man.
I know you was mad.
Shit.
You was angry.
I agreed to it, so I wasn't. I say angry might not be the word.
But you was kind of like disappointed a little bit. Like, you
Angry isn't the word. Maybe just devastation.
You know, I agreed to it. She gave me a lot of
Broken.
outs on the way in. Like, she kind of kept telling me, like, if you don't want me to, I won't do it.
If you're that insecure, I won't do it, babe.
I said that I wanted her to do it.
You have to let me girl
Millions
boss.
of dollars, Adam. You didn't do that shit.
Fair enough, but I
Come
told her,
on,
I'm like, I think you should do it. Let's get it out
All
the way.
right, so how do you vibe about it now?
She's
Do I
32.
need to get you an old English?
No, yeah, I don't need to drown the pain in Old English. But I was kind of surprised because I feel like I can like intellectualize it, and from my perspective, I don't think it should be a big deal.
Yeah.
But then after she actually did it, I'm not gonna lie, I did feel kind of odd.
Shocking.
Maybe
A little bit of that
Shocking.
feeling in the belly,
odd.
you know?
We're like,
Was
goddamn,
guy black?
like five real,
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
goddamn,
man.
like,
Yo, I could, bro.
Ooh, that was awkward.
Yeah. Also, like, this is definitely not the first time she's cheated on Adam22, I would bet.
Just,
She
like,
like, look at their wedding photos, and you'll see a face that's like, I've cheated on this guy before. Also, like, the green lines in their wedding video are way off. When they said, like, you know, kiss the bride, she literally leaned away from him and was like, oh, and he was like leaning into her. Bad form. But there's this article from Barstool Sports. Progressive king Adam22 agreed to let his wife star in a porn with another man. Bonus, pros and cons of letting your significant other do porn. Let's take a look at it. Pro, your wife makes an awesome hourly wage. Con, the whole world will be able to watch your wife get effed for the rest of eternity. Pro, you'll be able to watch your wife get effed whenever you want for the rest of eternity. Not sure that's a pro.
how is that a
Con,
pro?
Yeah, this
depression. Pro, she's going to owe you one. If you're kind enough to let her do the porn, she's going to be appreciative and will want to do something for you in return.
So it's like a weird type
is
of
true.
bargain?
Maybe she'll buy you a PS5. This is like when your wife buys you a Nintendo Switch because you got a vasectomy.
I forgot about that. Holy shit.
Con, the guy in the porn is going to be better at sex than you. Pro, would be hilarious fun fact to say on your first day of class if you decide to go back to college someday.
They're really,
That would make everyone in the room uncomfortable.
they're really reaching for the pros here.
yeah.
Con, every time you hang out with your wife in front of people, you're going to be wondering if everyone has seen the video. The answer is yes, they've all seen it. Pro, she'll make porn star friends and you'll get to hang out with them.
Why is that
They're
a pro?
really reaching here.
Why is that a pro? Like, if he doesn't get to sleep with them, what's the point of having porn star
Here's
friends?
a pro, more time to yourself. Also, more time to cheat on your wife. He has done videos with other women, by the way, so it is a bit of a double standard, but like the fact that it's shocking that he would feel odd about this in our culture. Like, same thing with situationships. People are like, this guy just told me that the only person he ever wants to be with is his ex, and then he made me eggs on toast and then nutted in me. What is going on? And it's like, what is going on? What is going on is that you have no self-respect. Situationships are ugly. Always one-sided, too.
Have you seen that meme? It says like just like had dinner, like got a dude dinner, had sex with him, and sent him home in an Uber. Let's see how he likes it. And all the memes are guys just like, like the guys are never going to care if that's
men are winning. In
the
that
men,
situation.
the men are not losing in that one.
Another
sorry.
con: her porn friends will convince her to quit her job and to do porn full time. Another con: the descent into a loveless marriage. Pro: divorce check. Con: jokes. Your asshole friends will make funny remarks to you for the rest of your life. You'll laugh them off. That's what friends do and all. But deep down, it's always going to be a little hurtful. And pro is you'll get the last laugh. Years later, when your ex-wife has been chewed up and spit out by the industry and you're settled down with a nice elementary school teacher, she'll look back on your relationship and wonder if all the porn was worth ruining your marriage over. In the end, she'll be the one with more regrets.
There's some diabolical thought behind that one. Like that, there was some forethought into that one.
How ugly this situation is.
Yeah.
His pinned tweet is their wedding video, and her pinned tweet is a video of her with another man.
Yeah.
Priorities.
I've heard you, Mary, talk about this when you talk about it from the woman's side when they're doing OnlyFans or whatever. It's like a little bit of them is dying inside. And when I heard him speak, it was like, that's why it was awkward for me. Because I felt like for a lot of us guys, our emotions don't come out as easily or as well. And I felt like he was dying inside. He didn't sound good.
I think I've also said this, that women look for emotional exclusivity in a relationship where they get to be the only one that gets to see a man's vulnerability and love him through that. And men value, both of these value both, but men value having sexual exclusivity with a woman. And that's not something that's, I guess, politically correct to say now, because Adam22 is shocked that he feels a certain type of way about his woman having sex with another man.
I wish them the best.
To see someone this empty inside.
I wish them the best, but since they made it public and we can see it, it's not going to last like this. You can just see it hear it in his voice. And Andrew Schultz, the comedian, who I think very highly of, he's hilarious. He had a clip a little while back where he went to church and he almost cried on his stream. He got emotional. Like when he went to church, he's like, man, I felt something. I wouldn't be surprised if, I don't know Adam22, but it kind of feels like he might head down that route at some point in his life.
This is like a Will Smith laughing through the pain moment for him.
Yes.
Well, yeah, like think about that. Like
it's the smack without the smack.
And also the way that other men are going to regard you with less respect for the rest of your life.
Not even just the smack, but like she had her entanglement and he just had to accept it, and that was just, wouldn't want to be a bad husband, would you? And not accept the fact that your wife slept with a dude half your age. Mm-hmm. One of your own children's friends.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, and did Will Smith seem happy? No. Adam22.
Will Smith hasn't seemed happy in a very long time.
Yep.
He also said, like, Destiny, you might have some insight about this. It's because Destiny is in a polyamorous relationship with his wife, who is way out of his league and is obviously a cuck. But his cope about it is like, oh no, she only hooks up with other women, which is weird because it's like, do you not consider her being with other women also having sex with other people? Or do you view like that type of sex as like sex light? Do you view those people as less than people?
Yeah.
You can hear
it's
it
just
in
an odd mindset.
He can't hide it. You talk to him face to face. He can't hide it. It is a cope, and just how it comes across. There's a viral clip with Destiny, and I like Destiny, so no beef with him, but I forgot the name of the streamer dude ended up dancing with his wife.
Yes.
Did you see that clip?
I think it was like Abba and Preach.
Yeah, it was Abba.
Yeah,
did you see him? It was just some random video.
We reacted to that video on stream too.
Oh, did you react to it?
Yeah, because I was like, I want to bring this up because people were talking about it before the show. And they were like, oh, people are just blowing this out of proportion. Like, it was a nothing. But you can see the look on Destiny's face. He's just like devastated inside. And it's like, yeah, she only values you for your money. So what did you think was going to happen?
I don't know. It's why would he volunteer too? He's the one who brought it up.
Right.
He brought it up. Like he didn't have to do that.
It's a
did he?
secular form of confession.
I
to go on a
guess
podcast.
it would be one thing if somebody was like pushing him for the information. They're like, look, the other day I was looking at your social media page and I saw that beautiful video you have pinned to your page about with your wife on your wedding day. That was awesome. So I clicked on her page and saw that she had this pinned video where she was getting drilled by this other dude, and I was wondering what the hell is up, man. And he's
What's
like,
that all about?
Yeah, what's that all about? But he's like, hey guys, I got a story. Want to hear about the ritualistic humiliation between me and my wife when I decided to let her get pounded by another dude? Like, that's just weird. Like, why would you be the one to volunteer that? Have you no shame?
Good content, and he needs to be put on the couch and talked about it. That's what it was. A cry for help.
Well, like maybe get on the couch without a camera on you and do it without the camera.
Go to therapy or something.
Like, that's what they do, right? They go to
also,
therapy.
big red flag that they've been dating for 7 years before getting married. Who was even pushing for that? Who was the one that wanted to get married?
You think it was him?
And what does it even mean to get married at that point?
So you think
if
it was
doesn't
him?
mean monogamy.
You think it was him who wanted
I don't
to get
know.
married? And he's like,
Those
I
are
mean, it's
fair
clearly-
questions.
she's like, look, fine, I'll marry you, but I get to have sex with
They
other
already
dudes.
have a kid
and-
together, I believe, too. And what's this kid gonna think when they grow up and see that this is my parents' relationship? Like, it's so undignified. And people say it all the time, but like, your kid is gonna get bullied for this shit.
Yeah. And I think it would be one of those things where like he wanted to get married the whole time and she's like, look, I don't know about this.
Yeah.
No. And he's like, fine, I'll let you have sex with other dudes.
Which, by the way, having a kid with someone is more of a commitment than getting married because you're then tethered to them for the rest of your life. So I don't understand the hesitance to get married after you've already like hitched up.
Great question.
I mean, it's an interesting sign of like just how much we're willing to share with the world when that type, like, I guess it speaks to his own values. Like maybe he isn't as like it. If he was as embarrassed about this as we assume he is, would he have shared it? So maybe he just isn't.
It's a guy that like probably derives all of his self-worth or self-respect to how many bitches he can get, and he can't even get his own wife.
It's very interesting because it's like I could understand if this is something he was keeping private and it got leaked, and then you're like, why would you do that? But if he volunteers the information, his own dignity may be something that he doesn't value as much as you think. Otherwise, he wouldn't have shared it.
This is why like consent isn't the barometer for whether something is right or wrong, because clearly he consented to this happening. His wife consented. The other guy consented, and everyone is miserable.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
And also the idea that like things you do in private between consenting adults doesn't affect like a ripple effect for the rest of society is absurd to me.
Well, I mean, if you're not volunteering the information to the public,
regardless, even if it were private, your private degeneracy still, whether you like it or not, does affect the public.
If you don't share it, not to the same volume.
Well, sure,
like,
not to the same volume, but
and I guess, but like that still, we live
have
in
a collective consciousness and we have a collective morality, and it's affected by what you do in private as well as in public.
The opposite of a more illiberal society, though, would put reins on it, and I'm not comfortable with the clamping down based on somebody else's generalized standards of what morality is. What morality is to you, obviously objective morality, but different people, once morality finds its way into politics and finds its way into society, it always ends up getting bent to the needs of people who aren't doing it for the right reasons, and I don't want necessarily somebody being the one to...
No. But
All
I
I'm
don't think
saying
Mary's
is-
calling for that. She's just saying this is what...
Objective morality still exists in private, and it's the reason why he feels this way, clearly.
It's still weird that he was the one who volunteered it. It's just weird to me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Someone also said if your girl is posting bikini pics on Instagram to solicit attention from other men, I've got bad news for you. Yeah.
Agreed?
It's just another
Yeah.
degree of the same thing.
Yep.
You know?
Make sure she's got a private profile, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, at least like I don't know, maybe that's like controversial now, but I think you shouldn't be posting pictures of yourself almost naked on social media.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.